Each of the world's religions may seem foreign to outsiders, but to an insider, they represent a means by which both society and creation as a whole can be understood more completely. The fact that you're listening to this book suggests that you are prepared for a mutual understanding of reality in today's diverse world. To make that search easier, this part gives you an overview of some of the commonalities and some of the most important differences you can expect to find among the world's major faith systems. It also offers a preview of the more detailed discussions to come. Chapter 1. Why learn about other faiths? In this chapter, the growth of religious diversity. The approaches to different religions are changing. The multi-faith society. The ways this book can help you. If there was ever a time in human history when understanding the religions of other people was an advantage, this is that time. In this chapter, you learn about the various ways this book can help you in approaching faith traditions with which you may be unfamiliar. I read the news today. Oh boy. News coverage of what were once seen as alternative traditions and patterns of devotion is seemingly at an all-time high in the United States. The reasons for this increase in coverage and interest are not hard to find. Current events are one factor. Following the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001, for instance, a wave of discussions about Islam swept the globe, as did a number of painful questions for all people of goodwill about the nature of religious extremism in the new millennium. Changes in demographics are another motivator for the increasing coverage of religious issues. An increase in Buddhist practice in the United States is just one example of the way non-Christian religions are gaining higher visibility in today's culture. According to the Pew Forum on Religion and Public Life, there are now roughly as many Buddhists in the United States as there are Jehovah's Witnesses. Spiritual signpost. Religious tolerance in America now means much more than simply acknowledging differences within the Judeo-Christian tradition. If you live in the United States today, you live in a nation in which there are about as many Hindu practitioners as Orthodox Jews, more Buddhists than Seventh-day Adventists, and more followers of Islam than Episcopalians. Source: World Almanac. Changes in technology are yet another reason for the heightened visibility of religious issues in our society. The past decade or so has seen a marked increase in discussions about religious matters via the so-called social media channels. Most of these channels did not even exist when the first edition of this book came out, but they now serve as important points of contact for an increasingly connected, increasingly diverse society. Online engagement about the 5 major world faiths of Hinduism, Buddhism, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam is now quite vigorous, as are virtual discussions about more regionally oriented faiths such as Sikhism and Shinto. Yet, for all the news coverage, for all the new demographic information, for all the online traffic, there is often much more passion and emotion in our discussions about religious matters than there is sound understanding. In 21st century America, we find ourselves citizens of a larger, more religiously pluralistic society than ever. Yet we also find ourselves in greater need of good information about the various faith systems. A spirit of what Christian believers might call ecumenical outreach sometimes seems missing in contemporary discussions about religion. That spirit, curious, not judgmental, patient, not rushed, open-minded, not out to score points, is what we are supporting with this book.